Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today we are back. I decided to not blur the background this time, so you guys just get to enjoy the chaos behind me. But today I wanted to talk about 5 unusual products that I use for body painting that I think are staples when it comes to wanting to body paint. A lot of people just think, body painting, body paint. But these are things that I have found throughout the 6 years that I've been body painting that I have really kind of held on to and I can't live without. So I kind of wanted to quickly share those with you today. The first thing is this NYX Lift and Snatch Eyebrow Pencil. Obviously, you're supposed to be using this for your eyebrows. It's actually more of a pen, but it does this really thin line, okay? You see what I mean? Like you can get really, or you can go pretty thick if you want. You can do really thin lines. And this is so crucial to sketching out my body paints. The reason why I have found this to be the best thing to sketch out my body paints with is because I can cover it easy with body paint and it doesn't smear anything. I have tried white pencil eyeliner, which I personally don't like because it's really hard to cover. Because I do more realism body paint. I think it would be okay if you did more comic book style body painting, but for me, I do more realism, so I don't want those harsh underlines. So I didn't love white. I've tried eyeliners before, and those are more thick, so I feel like they're kind of tough to cover, and then they get a little bit smudgy. I've tried just using eyeshadow, and that's just way more difficult. This is perfectly thin. It the brush is just thin enough where I can get just the perfect outline. I don't have to worry about it being a struggle to paint over or anything like that. If I had to recommend anything out of the things I'm going to show you, this would probably maybe number 2. Okay, this is crucial. The reason why I don't say number 1 is because there's something else that's more crucial. But this eyebrow pen, if you are a body painter and you're trying to figure out how to sketch things out, please try this pen. Please do it. The second thing that kind of goes alongside this is the NYX Epic Wear Liner. This is specifically in white. This is a waterproof liquid eyeliner, and it's so perfect for highlighting, okay? But I'm talking the very end highlight. I use white or lighter colors to highlight my body paints, but when I need that just very tip-top highlight to just add that extra oomph to the paint, it will always be this. And it covers white paint. It highlights white paint more than white paint. Does that make any sense? You can highlight white paint with this. And that's perfect. So if you're doing a skull, I know a lot of people like to do skulls, especially during Halloween. This, you can cover just the white at the very top of the cheekbones and the teeth and things like this. And it's so perfect. It is the perfect white highlight at the very end of a body paint. And the thing is it is waterproof, so it's not going to smudge. It's not going to sweat off of you. For example, if you're doing stage makeup, theater makeup, haunted house makeup, or something like that, and you need something to stay, this will stay. I promise you. Sometimes even after I shower, there's still little white flecks wherever I've put it. I cannot recommend this enough. I have gone through minimum of 10 bottles of this, and I'm not done because I will never stop using it. Again, crucial. I think this is so important to use. Oh, it also works good if you're more of a comic book style body painter. You know how they have those really intense highlights? Please try this. Please. Another thing I love, it's very NYX heavy. I didn't realize that, which is good though, because it's affordable, are the Jumbo Eye Pencils. This is just a random color I grabbed, but mostly black and white. Again, this is super nice because they're very creamy. And I love to just sometimes take the white and if I have to do a shoulder highlight, just draw a line, and then I take my finger because my finger is warm and just blend out the edges of it. Perfect. It's so nice. Oh, the black's really nice for, getting some shading done. I really like these because of how creamy they are. The frustrating thing with paint and only using body paint is it tends to mix within itself, and it'll kind of if you have black and you cover it with white, it's going to go gray because you have a black body paint underneath and they're both water activated. These are important because you're using 2 different mediums, okay? I'm using a water activated paint and then a cream paint basically. So the cream paint is not going to disturb the water activated paint and they're not going to mix. You're able to layer really well when you use cream products. And these you can get at Target, you can get them at Walmart, you can order them on Amazon. I find these really helpful for highlights and layering. I have found through the last 6 years of body painting that layering is so important in creating a cohesive and realistic body paint. One that you look at and you're like, oh my gosh, is that a shirt or is that painted on? It's because I'm layering different mediums on top of each other so it doesn't just look like body paint. The next important thing is a washable glue stick. This, oh my gosh. Again, I don't know how many glue sticks I've gone through over the years, but make sure that they're the washable glue stick, okay? Here, I'll show you up close, okay? The reason being is because this washes out with water. I will put these on stream, and I've had some people be like, are you putting glue on your face? I'm like, yes, I am. But this is super important for covering your eyebrows. This was a drag queen technique that made its way into the beauty industry. So a lot of drag queens use it, but a lot of beauty industry people use it too. And I use it constantly for body paints. I just go over my eyebrows with it, like slick them down so I'm able to paint on top of them and you don't really see them. If I need to do eyebrow covering, which is a whole process in itself to make it look like I don't have eyebrows, this is the first step in that. I also use them on the outer part of my hair, like my hairline. If I'm doing any type of prosthetics that's around my face, or if I'm doing a bald cap, I will take a glue stick and literally just put it in my hair because it just washes out with water. I've not lost hair. I've not ripped hair out of my face. But it protects your hair really, really well. It makes it so even if like latex touches your hair at all, you're not going to get it stuck into your hair and then have to like cut your hair or rip it out or anything like that. Glue sticks are super important to body painting for me personally. I think that, it's super cheap. You can get it anywhere. These products are actually really nice because all of what I'm saying, you can just go to your local store, like, a Target or a Walmart, and grab these and be able to be on your way with creating body paints. So that's super nice. And again, super affordable. This is probably the number one most like crucial thing when it comes to body painting for me, which are eyeshadows. I have 2 of these Beauty Bay palettes, but I have so many eyeshadow palettes that I use that are so important to body painting. I'm, again, a mixed medium body painter. There are some body painters who just use body paint, and that's perfectly fine. But I love using eyeshadows to shade. I'm a big eyeshadow shader, and I will sometimes use body paint as well, depending on what I want and how harsh I want it to be. But eyeshadows for me are so crucial to every body paint I do. It's shading, it's highlighting, it's finding those kind of middle ground colors. If I'm using a stencil, I'd like to use eyeshadow on top of the stencil rather than body paint so it's not so incredibly harsh. For me, and again, realism body painter, having a shadow that is not so intense as a body paint is so important to creating a look, again, that looks like people are questioning what I'm doing. Is that actually a jacket? Or, oh my gosh, she painted a bee on herself. Like, I use these so much. And I also use a lot of like taupey colors. You don't have to get eyeshadows that are this crazy. Obviously you can see kind of what colors I lean towards, but you don't have to just get crazy eyeshadow palettes. I have a lot of neutral eyeshadow palettes and a lot of contour palettes that I use for shading. For example, again, I brought up a bee. I painted a bee on myself, and in order to get like the feet to look like they're laying on top of my body rather than just like a flat 2D image, I use taupey brown colors, natural brown colors that you would use every day, and that's how I start to shade underneath whatever object I'm creating so that it pops and it looks like it's coming to life. So those are my 5 crucial kind of out-of-the-box body paint essentials. I will list them down below so you guys can easily access them. But I wanted to thank you for joining me today for this very quick video. I actually filmed this a couple days ago, but the whole entire audio got messed up. So welcome to part 2 of that. If you did like it, make sure to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. Goodbye!